Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of The Wheel of Time. This is Season 2, Episode 7. Last episode was a doozy. It was tough to watch. Egwene just getting put through the ringer, to be honest. Like, it was tough. It was tough to watch, for sure. I feel like that was probably the biggest, most important thing from last episode is her journey and struggle as a Damane and kind of being this, like, becoming this, like, pet or this, like, slave. And probably the sucky life that is gonna continue for her from this point forward. But I am excited to check out this episode, so before we do that, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Helps my videos get seen more. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or consider joining YouTube memberships. I just started that up, so that's an option as well. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 7 of The Wheel of Time. 20 years ago. Oh, things are on fire.
We don't have to go to Korean if you don't want to. It's just that I haven't seen them since before the war. And
Who knows if she wants to?
It's just... with the war...
Did they...
It's so hard to think about any future beyond
It's
these
tough to
walls.
tell how they did this.
Where will it
Whether they, like, de-aged them
this tower,
digitally, or if they,
the
like,
gowns and the ring.
put their faces on someone else's body. Or if it's just makeup.
You make a bloody awful fishwife. Have you ever cast a net, Lady Dae'Mar?
I might have. And then we'll retire.
Do you mean that?
Retire? For what?
Yes.
Just to retire to bang for hundreds of years? Howdy. We're here to request a vacation.
Gitara said we bring news from the Amelin. The war is over.
The Aiel are retreating.
Hooray.
Oi! Oh! What is it? What's happening?
Is she having a prophecy?
Are you seeing something?
The dragon. The dragon is born again.
Yo, I love the flashbacks to the absolute goated intro from episode 7 of last season.
The baby lies in the snow and cries like the thunder. It burns like the sun.
Look at that CGI baby.
You must find the dragon reborn and prepare the world to follow.
Damn, they don't even get like a minute of happiness. War's over. Now you have to do this impossible task. Oh, she just died with her? Respect. Honestly, respect. That's how you know you're committed to the prophecy life.
Why didn't you tell me you'd been stilled?
It's traumatic.
This violation.
She's got
What
more
else did
important
happen?
things on her mind.
That you threatened to let Alana take his bond.
Why are you here, Swan?
Yes, Susie, why are you here? Susie Pooh?
Is this a trial?
Kinda.
I saw what she did to the last man who called himself Dragon.
Is that why you ran from the eye of the world? Why you hid here?
I left to protect the people I love.
Don't be so selfish. You were born to protect this world.
Yeah.
Every person in it.
Yeah.
There's one rule above all others for being a man. Whatever comes, you face it on your feet.
Respect. Respect, Alan Mandragon.
Give me your blade.
Chill, dude, chill.
Aaron dips the wing. If you're going to use one of the forms, use cat crosses the courtyard. Keep your back straight. Every muscle loose, as if hung from a wire at the top of your head.
Why?
The Amelin waits.
If you're gonna kill her, here's how. Like if she tries to hurt you and you need to defend yourself, pick the cat in the courtyard.
As you've summoned me, Mother, so I've come. I stand ready.
Was that rehearsed? Did they tell you to say that? That was very
Lan
formal.
has prepared you, I see. What else did he tell you?
Cat in the courtyard.
I have questions for you.
What is your favorite color? Oi! That was super rude.
Welcome to farm.
Lanfear. Hello, mummy.
Is this a dream?
Oh,
No, very much awake.
could be a dream. This is the same room that she met Ishi in. Oh yeah, you're in a different city now. Congratulations. You've been transported.
You should all be very proud. Few women are capable of wearing the bracelet.
You look like a vampire.
Have any of you experienced defiance from your demonic?
Yeah.
Today, you will test your demonic's strength. Understand the raw power available to her so you can work out how to use it. Let's begin.
You're so pale. This sunlight'll do you some good.
If you embarrass me today, you will regret it.
Girl, I'll break your goddamn legs. Don't test me.
Ah, Varen. Kyrian's Royal Library is just gorgeous.
Cho
You
Chang.
can't imagine the array of books they have.
I knew you were Cho Chang. I knew it in me heart. That was a horrible accent. That guy looks like Geralt of Rivia.
I don't know what you think you'll gain from this.
Hopefully everything we've lost.
Leave. I have nothing to say to you.
You will in a minute.
After you were stilled by Shamiel, has there been a time when you thought about ending it?
No, she's got more important things on her mind.
There's only been 2 women in history who were cut off, who didn't. Most did it within the year.
No, I didn't. Not for 1 second. Because I know that protecting Rand
It's
is the
only
only thing that matters. More than me, more than you,
From the trailer.
more than anything.
If you don't learn to control it, you won't live long enough to go mad.
What kind of choice is that? Dying or going mad and killing everyone I love? What if I'm tired of being a spoke in the wheel?
Break the wheel.
You are the water that turns the wheel itself. Do you know what Tower Law says the
You're
Amlin must do
raging
if she
river.
finds the dragon reborn?
Kill him.
Gentle him.
Gentle him? No!
Moidoi.
How would you fight the Dark One without the One Power? We are meant to cage you. Keep you shielded, channeling only when we want what we want. Will be the greatest weapon in our arsenal.
Yeah. Caging someone does not sound like a recipe for them wanting to help you.
This is not a conversation. You already made your decision. You made it before you ever met me. I won't live in your cage.
"6 months? You've known what you are.
She just hit you with a little flick.
You've learnt nothing. 6 months! Huh? She taught you nothing.
They haven't been hanging out. They haven't been hanging out. He was alone.
We would have been so much better off if you were a girl.
Probably. Probably. Well, that was incredible.
You will be brighter than her. You will be bright enough that every Soldam and Falm will see you shine.
This is a weird mix of positive affirmation and ownership. I don't like it. Like, you're simultaneously, like, caging her, but also, like, cutting to the core of what motivates her as a person.
Go ahead, Egwene. Oh! Hema!
Mm-hmm. Damn right. That's what's up. Oh, you woke up the kitty. Don't worry, kitty. Go back to sleep. It's okay. Yeah. Put some goddamn respect on Egwene's name. She ain't your regular pet. She's like a Rottweiler.
Elaine Drakand, daughter heir of Andor.
Get up. Don't encourage her.
I am loyal.
Encourage her.
Go now before anyone sees us talking.
We'll get you out too. I swear it.
You're gonna have to devise some like Ocean's 11 type heist to get all these people out. There's no way like a full frontal attack is gonna work in the slightest.
Do you ever have trouble sleeping?
Sorry?
I do. I lie there thinking about all the people in the world. All of them hurting.
And it turns you on.
So much pain.
You can't sleep because he's just rock hard the whole time.
Is this a sex thing or a murder thing? Because either way, I'd prefer you skip the talking.
It's a sex thing.
Neither, actually.
What?
I have a gift for you.
That's not nearly as fun, regardless of which option. Recipes?
This tea shows you things.
Oh, dude, you about to get blitzed off your balls, man.
Lets you glimpse your past lives.
Oh, rad. Let's go.
1,000 years.
Is this true?
And through all of that, the real one.
Oi.
There's someone in the sand. A woman.
She blends in pretty good. You guys all do sign language?
Take me to Julian.
King Julian! Julian's probably a girl. Damn. Shawty, you fine. Oh my god. Can you guys speak English, please? I want to know what you're saying. Stop doing that. Prefer you guys had your whole ass conversations in English. We about to throw down? Fist fight? They have to beat her up for losing a fight earlier? His penance for being caged earlier? Hopper is not a fan of this. Either am I, but I'm willing to let it play out, because I don't know why it's happening. Get ready to trip balls. How quick does it happen? Do we have to go to bed? freaky. I would not appreciate that happening to me.
Damn prick.
Mum?
Damn prick like him.
Like him.
Just like your father. Oh, that's a dead person.
Like him.
Oh, a murderer.
Just like him.
What? Is your father a murderer?
The Tower's laws have stood for 3,000 years. It's time we obeyed them.
No.
We each had a task, Swan. I was to find the Dragon Reborn. You were to get the Tower ready to support him.
Susan, you gotta trust.
What is happening to me?
You've been shielded from the One Power.
But why farm of all places?
Do it.
The dragon is supposed to proclaim himself there.
Leave us, Mother. Please.
Why? Can you do magic? You best chill when you're talking to your mom like that.
Why are you here? Daes Dae'Mar.
To deliver an order.
Is he a dark friend?
What does our master ask of
You
me?
son of a bitch. You pompous little prick. Ooh. You had me fooled with your sandwich-making ways.
And if your mother suspects anything, take care of her too.
God damn! Ooh, people be listening. That's devastating, learning your child is a puppet of demons.
And all I want is just to close my eyes one day and never have to open them again.
Yo, I feel that.
I need your help. I'm in the cell in the Sun Palace. The Ammonen's holding me.
I know.
Break out of it.
Can you get me out?
She could.
Oh, I do like it when you try to manipulate me.
Can you get me out or not, Lenfair?
So she goes by Celine now. Don't dead name her. God damn! Oh, you're so hot! Step on me, mommy! Oh, I don't even care about all these people dying. She's absurdly attractive. Just astoundingly beautiful.
Run me through with your blade now. Save her the trouble.
My man, I feel like you could kill yourself so easily. Just
you
like
can see Mel weaves.
Smash your
What
head
do you
into
see
one of those
when you look at Moiraine?
corner pillars.
There are weaves on her.
Thousands of strands pulled together, held in place.
How is that possible?
I don't know. It's just like
It's a spooky. Well, I mean, we got one answer. Pretty sure Moiraine is not completely stripped of her power. It's just being suppressed right now. God, you're so cool and so hot. I kinda hope you win. I don't care about any of those peasants. God, you're so hot. Oh, now you tell us what the frick you're saying. Why are you confused about the water?
Fits well, don't you think?
Yeah! Suck it! Good job. Now you just gotta figure out how to use it. Dang, you got like a whole room and everything. With a bed?
Pull up your sleeves.
You got it made, Egwene?
I realized why you fight me. It's because no one's told you why we are here.
That's not why.
The last battle is coming. And we will only be able to fight it if we stand together. All of us.
Don't know if you'll be much help.
Rena. Yes. Quite.
You're full of shit.
I will kill you.
Damn right. Damn right. Tell her how it is. What are you turning your braid into? A weapon? Haha, there's no one in there. You're in prison now.
No.
Why? In Light's name, why?
Why do you think that we've risen so far, so fast, Mother?
Made a deal with the devil.
But there are two things my sister understands better than anyone. The difference between right and wrong. And how much harder it is sometimes to do what is right.
You gonna stay in here till you die, little bitch boy.
You can't tell the Queen.
We're just
you can't tell anybody.
We're just gonna starve you.
I already have. Mother.
Oh, you're about to die! Let's go! Let's kill this kid. Stab him to death.
Don't let her get close to you.
Interesting.
There's a way gate hidden.
Curious.
You're not alone in this any longer, sister. But you need to hurry. The city is not safe.
We got ourselves a squad.
Light be with you.
Thanks, Geralt. Gonna make it rain. Put out that fire.
You'll have to channel into it. Split it open with sheer force if you have to.
You won't. You're going to open it. Look at my hand. With the source.
Lan.
Not just your eyes.
Tell me what you see. Visualize it. I want to see it too.
It looks like a knot tied together.
That's him. It's impossible.
You have not been gentled, or stilled, or whatever it's called.
Samael didn't steal you. Not even a Forsaken could do that alone. It is a shield that he's tied off.
He just tied all your knots, girl. Just untie them.
It can be removed.
Yes.
What do I need to do?
You don't have the skill to untie this knot. You'll
Why
have
not?
to cut it.
Okay, is that bad? Is that worse? How do you cut it?
I trust you.
How do we cut it? What's the process?
Go on.
Gotta get like hella close.
Cut through it.
Does he trust himself? And she's back, baby. She's back in the game.
I am sorry it took me so long to do my duty.
Ooh, we're back. Like she never left. Looks like a butterfly. Spread your wings, Moraine. Goated. Oi! Oi! Susan! Susan,
Close the waygate, Moraine.
you must chill, girl.
Close the waygate.
No.
You swore to obey me on the oath rod. An unbreakable oath.
This oath is bigger.
Swan. Close it!
This is bigger than you.
Swan. Moraine Damadre.
Susan,
No, if you
chill.
really love me, don't
I
do this.
command you to close the waygate.
Susan. That's a betrayal right there. Forcing her to do it with the rod power. How dare you? How dare you, Susan? We're breaking up. Oh, Mommy's here.
She's too strong, Swan.
Susan, don't try it. You look so cool right now, but don't try it.
Every day, you grow more like Luz.
You're not gonna hurt Lan either.
A broken Amlin is more useful to me than a dead one.
She is so shocked. Time to go, Moraine.
Moraine, please.
Susan, you ended this relationship. Ooh. Holy cannoli. What an episode. What an episode. Okay, what an episode. Holy cow. So much happened. Okay, let's talk about each storyline from the least screen time to the most screen time, I feel like. So, least screen time of like the main people is probably Perrin, Perrin had it. I guess Perrin, Egwene, and Nynaeve all kind of had similar levels of screen time this episode, but Perrin, he didn't do a whole lot. Him and Avienda, they are on their way to Falm, obviously, and they meet up with two other Aiels, and Avienda gets the shit kicked out of her because, you know, she failed the one that died, right? There was 4 of them total, one of them died. And I guess because she was protecting herself at the, like, she was defending herself when the other one died, then she, like, takes the blame for that, I guess. And so she had to pay penitence, essentially, and just get her butt whooped for a good 5 minutes. And then they're all Gucci. And I guess that's just the Aiel way of doing things, right? And then now they are continuing on their journey. They made it to Falm. I believe they're like outside the city, and they're confused about the ocean for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe we'll learn about that going forward, but that's Perrin's storyline. Nothing really happens much with Perrin. Nynaeve and Elaine talk with Mr. Ogier, our good friend Mr. Builder, and they get the info that they need of where Egwene is, and they're gonna try and find her, but they can only get in if they are one of the evil people, right? One of the Swan Chan or whatever they're called. And so to do that, I think they put one of those collars on one of the slave master people, and they're gonna control her somehow. I don't know. In the preview for next episode, it looked like Nynaeve was wearing their like funky armor, so maybe she's gonna go undercover to try and get Egwene out. That'll be very interesting. But speaking of Egwene, she had an eventful day, right? They took her out to the desert to be part of the, you know, testing their abilities, so to speak, right? You know, it's good practice technically, I guess, for this group of people to just gauge the power levels of the people they're controlling, right? You know, the more effective you can be, or you'll be more effective if you know how powerful your tools are, so to speak. And she goes out there and she blows them all away, literally. Like, just the girl before her lays out a little shockwave, and they're like, wow, you're pretty powerful. The shockwave almost reached us. It's like, sweet. And the relationship between Egwene and her controller is so very interesting, because like simultaneously she's telling her, you're my property, I own you, you're gonna do what I want, and all these horrible things, all these things that are like straight up being like, you're not a person, you are a tool for me to use, all just awful things. But at the same time, she's telling her things that she has always wanted to hear. Nynaeve has always been this like person in Egwene's life where she's just so much more powerful than her, and all she ever hears is, oh my god, Nynaeve's so powerful, Nynaeve's so cool, Nynaeve Sedai, like, you're so great, you're the most powerful one in 1,000 years. And Egwene's sitting there like, I'm cool too, guys. Like, is anyone gonna notice me? Like, she can't even channel when she wants to. Like, I am way better at this stuff, like, from a technical standpoint than her, but no one cares about me. Like, she is always searching for that, like, positive affirmation. And here, this captor that's saying all these horrible things to her is also, like, getting right to the core of what motivates her as a person, and just heaping all this praise on her, being like, you are magnificent, you're beautiful, powerful, awesome, like, you are gonna change the world. And it's like, this is exactly what she needs to hear. But also, the duality, being like, you're my property also, is insane. And she blows them all away, and then later in the episode, she's like washing her hands for whatever reason, and she's like, I know why you fought me. Like, it's so simple. Like, she's so oblivious to the fact that Egwene's fighting her because she wants to be a person. And she thinks, oh my god, if she just understood that I'm making you my pet for a righteous cause, of course you'll gladly be my pet. Duh. Like, and so she tells her, you know, we need to fight the the last battle, and in order to do that, we all have to be united. And for everyone to be united, like, we have to be the ones in control. You guys don't get to have identity, right? It's all about us. And now that you understand, you're totally cool with it, right? And Egwene's like, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, yes, yes. Like, she's accepted to a certain extent that, like, she's not gonna kill her with, like, some physical objects that are within her proximity, but she is not giving up on the fact that she will murder you. Like, as soon as the soonest possibility presents itself, If she can get this goddamn collar off, she's gonna rip you in half. You don't even know how much trouble you are in, you pale-ass vampire. Like, ugh. So excited for when that comes. Who else? Matt. Matt has an interesting day. Matt gets knocked out by a helper of Lanfear, and then wakes up or is just chilling while Ishamel whittles a little thing. And Ishamel's like, hey, if you drink this tea, you will see who you truly are. Like, you'll see all these different versions of yourself, and you'll get to your core of who you are as a person. And Matt is like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to figure out who I am. And he takes this weird tea, and he drinks it, and he sees, like, various versions of himself, I think, killing people. Like, there was someone who he was drowning, he stabbed someone. There was an image of him killing himself, like he hung himself. And then his mom, I believe, is saying, you know, you're just like him, which I think is she's talking about his dad. And so he's kind of figuring out that, like, he's kind of pretty similar to his father, possibly. And then Ishamel's, like, holding him at the end, and he's like, I can show you how to, like, finally be rid of this. Like, to finally close your eyes and just not have to open them, just to give up and be done with this fight. I can show you how. And Matt is like, how? And the how it ends, their scenes, it seems like Matt is receptive to whatever Ishamel's gonna bring forth and tell him. But then in the post-episode thing, they're talking about this particular scene and storyline, and they're like, you know, Matt theoretically should be the easiest one to break, but he's not. He's the hardest one to break. But that was not the vibe I was getting from that scene. So maybe they shouldn't have told us that. I feel like more stuff needs to happen to him for us to have that info about the character in our brains. I don't know. The vibe I was getting from that interaction was like, okay, he's gonna go along with Ishamel currently. Maybe he'll decide against it later, but they seem to think that was obvious from that scene, and I didn't pick up on that. Who else? Then, okay, so then the big, like, main storyline this time surrounds Rand and Moraine and Lan and Swan, and just, like, that whole situation, right? Oh, actually, so very briefly before we get into that, we're gonna talk about freaking Leandrin. She strolls into Moraine's sister's house and is like, I'm gonna talk to the king now. And turns out he's not the king yet. He's gonna be the king. And turns out this little punk guy is a dark friend. You know, makes sense that they're a dark friend because their house has risen so exponentially and so quickly into a position of power that, you know, that lines up. And she essentially tells him, you're gonna kill Moraine, and if your mom suspects anything, you're gonna kill your mom too. And then just leaves, and he's gonna do it. Like, he's straight up gonna do it. Except his mom heard the whole thing, and she puts him in a cell, and potentially all those guards are gonna kill him. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they're just gonna guard him. But I don't know if you need, like, 6 spearmen to guard someone. So it's potential, like, there's potential that she just, like, sentenced her son to death because he's doing what's wrong, right? She has a word about her sister where she's like, there's 2 things that Moraine knows better than anyone else. The difference between right and wrong, and how hard it can be to do the right thing. And she's always aspired to be like her sister, so in this moment, she has to recognize what's right and wrong, and recognize how hard it is to do the right thing. And I think she's doing the right thing, potentially killing her own son. I don't know, at least imprisoning him. Very, very curious about that. But yes, the big storyline involves Rand and Moiraine and Swan and Alan. And essentially Rand is here because Swan wants to talk to him, figure out what his deal is, right? She's being presented with this info that he's the Dragon Reborn. And I think she trusts that info because it's coming from Lan and it's coming from Moiraine. So she is like, if Moiraine says this is the one, this is the one. Like, she's not doubting that. But he strolls in and she's talking to him and is like, you know what? Like, if you can't prove that you're capable enough and like good enough right now, we're gonna go with the old plan and we're gonna imprison you until the final moment, which logistically doesn't make sense. Right? It's like the same situation with Egwene. It's like when someone imprisons you and is like, you straight up tells you you are something that we are gonna use, right? And we're gonna keep you imprisoned for the rest of your life. And the only time you're gonna get out is to do this task that we have chosen for you, right? The big final battle. That's the only time you're getting out of your cage. To straight up tell him this, I feel like that's not productive. Like that seems like the type of situation where if you put this dude in this cage, as soon as he is out of the cage, he's gonna fight you. He's not gonna, you know, be on team good guy at that point, especially when you have hot mommy in his dreams talking to him the whole time. Like she's gonna turn him. And as soon as he gets out of that cage, he's gonna kill all of you. That's not how, it's not gonna work for you guys. Like the ego on these Aes Sedai to assume that he'll just do the right thing, even though he's been imprisoned. Like, that's just, it's baffling to me that they thought that was a good idea. But yeah, they had this whole intervention essentially with him where she shields him and is like, you're a weak little baby. Like, if I can, you know, beat you with the flick of a wrist, like, good luck fighting the Dark One. And that's true. You know, that makes sense. Moiraine has not been around to teach him for a while, and part of that is her own pride, and part of that is, you know, it really all comes down to like her being like, I can't control him, like I'm not good enough, I can't teach him what he needs to know when I don't have access to the power. And so she's gonna separate herself, but also like just be gung-ho towards getting the mission done on her own. And Lan has to be like, you're not alone. Like, stop trying to do this alone. But then he comes in clutch. Lan comes in clutch. He goes to see Logain and he's like, what do you see when you look at her? And we find out that she has not been stilled. She is just shielded. And those ties have they've just been tied into a knot. And that's why she can't use her power. Which is low-key smart. Then you don't have to continue to like shield her or whatever. You can just take her little things and tie them in a ball. They could use that info for other people later on. But they get out and they're gonna go to this Waygate. And before they do it, Lan's like, Moiraine, you're gonna open it. And she's like, I can't, dummy. Like, have you not been paying attention? And he's like, trust. And then Rand cuts the knot and she gets her power back, and it's glorious. It's a fantastic moment. You know, she is back in the game where she had accepted previously she was never going to touch this power again. Now she has. It's like when you are dying of thirst and you finally get that drink of water, and it's just, ooh, perfect. And she opens the gate and they're gonna leave, and then Susan freaking Sanchan, a freaking Amerlin seat, Susie Poo, walks up and is like, no, close the gate. And Moiraine is like, no, like, I'm not gonna do it. This is important. We need to leave. And then Susan, what they described it as a pretty much the exact same as what happened to Moiraine at the end of last season, where she was stilled by a Shamil. they're treating it as the same, like this violation, because she you know, swore her allegiance and she swore to obey on this oath rod thing. And, you know, at the time, she did it under the assumption that because Swan loves her, she would never do this. Like, she would never, ever use it. Even in probably the most extreme circumstances, she had confidence she would never use it. But Swan does use it and forces her to close this gate. And it's just like an absolute violation of her as a person. And, you know, just this relationship, this multi-decade relationship just crumbles in that moment. They say it's the defining moment of Moraine's life. This violation by someone she loves. Like, it's not just anyone doing it to her. It's not Ishamil, you know, a known villain, known opposition to her doing it, or someone she might expect. It is someone she loves violating her. And yeah, she forces her to close it, and then all seems lost until Lanfear, just the absolute MILF of all MILFs. She shows up, knocks Swan almost unconscious, and is like, all right, time to leave. Reopens the gate and is like, let's go. After she massacred like a whole city of people. Actually, she just killed all the poor people. It's fine. It's fine. The peasants. Who cares about them? You know, she didn't kill any important rich people. We can ignore that. She just killed the peasants outside. No, she did bad things, but she looked so hot doing it. She's straight up like, time to go. Like, we're leaving. And presumably she's opening up a gate to Falm, because that's where Rand is going to be next episode, and he's going to declare himself the dragon, and then something's going to happen after that. I don't know. But everything is culminating at Falm, and I'm very excited to see what happens. I think that's all I got to say about this episode, though. It was very, very good, very exciting. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Are you excited for the finale? How have you been feeling about this season as a whole? I would love to hear everything you guys have to say. But other than that, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider either supporting me on Patreon or joining my YouTube memberships. Those are both linked down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.